Hello everyone, welcome to the CTV News on Calabash TV and on the Wave Radio 94.5. I am Melissa Joseph. Hours after the nation rallied, celebrating, honoring and encouraging men in different spheres of life and of all ages for International Men's Day, devastating news of 2 suspected suicides began circulating. The victims, male. The incidents echo what has fast become a pattern here in St. Lucia. Within this year, several men and boys have ended their lives in suicide. Their stories tell of economic hardship, joblessness, relationship, and family turmoil. For this very reason, organizers of the International Men's Day observance had hoped to make a difference, reaching those who are hurting among them. The deaths came after Gender Relations Minister Alvina Reynolds delivered a spirited speech in commemoration of the occasion. We'll hear more from the minister, but first, 20-year-old Bernard Mortley of Menard Hill Castries was discovered dead Wednesday about 7 p.m. A family member found Mortley suspended from his bedroom ceiling. A 62-year-old man was found hanging from a post in his house in Lacqua Mingo. He has been identified as Gabriel Rene, who was discovered by his son and daughter-in-law, Rod and Alicia Rene, with a piece of wire around his neck about 11 p.m. The couple had just returned from a church service when they discovered Gabriel dead. He reportedly left a note behind explaining the reason for him taking his own life. The family did not disclose the details of that letter. Alicia said Gabriel did not show any signs of depression or loneliness, but had a personal issue that he was dealing with. His son, who is a Seventh-day Adventist pastor, expressed shock at his father's death. Gabriel Rene leaves to mourn 10 children and 6 grandchildren. And as you heard earlier, the deaths came mere hours after the national observance of International Men's Day Wednesday. Gender Relations Minister Alvina Reynolds, addressing a symposium, urged young men to become centered through faith.
Everybody that you come into contact with who says or does something, pay attention. This helps you to get to the next step in your life. There are persons, not only my parents nurtured me, but teachers in particular and pastors. And I still go to church. I still go. Because if I don't go, I will fall flat on my face. This is what keeps me going and waking me up every morning. The strength and grace of the mighty, almighty God. Boys, in the society that we have now, we need God more than ever. So you have to continue to keep your connection with your Maker. I am not afraid to say that. You break away from your Maker, from your God, and you are going to fall. But you can rise again. Always remember that. No matter, you may not be liked, you may not be appreciated by family, friends, and whoever, but there's one who will stand with you, and that's God.
The ministry, she added, is working hard on developing policies and programs that will keep men and boys safe from social ills.
And boys, when I hear shooting, I want to know the age. I want to know where. I want to know where was he doing, what time, what happened. This bothers me. And I want to say to you boys, do not drop from school. Do not drop out. Stay in school. Stay in school. And go to your counselors, go to your teachers. When there is a conflict, speak to somebody. Non-communicable diseases, boys, men, diabetes, hypertension, cancer. We are battling this now, and this is lifestyle. What you eat, what you drink, alcohol, and how much. And these days I see on the field of sports, more alcohol than sports. And I really want to talk to you boys about this. What you see happening in your communities when you go out on the field, and as soon as people finish playing a football match, they have to drink to celebrate, and the gift has to be beers. Does not have to be. If they want to give you a case of beers as your winning prize, say, give me something for school. Give me an iPad. Give me something else. Don't give you cases of beers. That's not what it is. This causes problems for your system. And the number of people I see with renal failure, their kidneys fail, and they have to come for dialysis 3 times a week, sitting attached to a machine. deal with the blood, and it costs $150 at Victoria, and I'll not tell you the price for the private sector. But it's difficult, and I see young people as young as 17.
Minister Reynolds also implored the participants to report cases of abuse and seek help in coping with life's challenges.